Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9 of Captain of My Shed. I'm Captain Mikey, and today I've got a couple of announcements to make, but before we get into any of that, we've got to sort out this utter shambles. Woo. Right, now that I'm back looking like the Monopoly man, it's time to tell you what this is all about. The Great Guitar Build-Off. A lot of you that have been watching my channel, which isn't a lot of you, is it really, but the few of you that have been watching my channel probably don't know about the Great Guitar Build-Off. Basically, this chap called Ben Crow from Crimson Guitars, he recognised that life was going to get a bit boring over the next few months with lockdown looming, etc. And he got together a bunch of YouTubers, about 8 of them I think, and sort of invited them to do a guitar build-off competition. And alongside that there was like an unofficial competition with people from wherever, smaller YouTubers mainly, who joined in alongside that competition. And it was really successful. This year he's decided to make it an official thing, to make the unofficial competition an official competition. Smaller people like me, smaller YouTubers, or people that have never built a guitar before, they can join in and do something. They can either build a kit or they can build the whole thing from scratch. How is being part of this competition going to change what I do with my guitar build? The basis is still going to be the same. I'm going to stick with what I've started because it's really nice materials that I started out with. I got this beautiful flame maple neck blank that I built last week. There'll be a summary in this video how I did that. And this slab of mahogany will still make the base of the body, the basis for the body. Not that I want to, but I haven't got the funds to go out and buy more material for this now. So I'm just going to divert what I was doing onto a new project. What I had planned for this was quite a simple, clean, beautiful instrument, as nicely put together and finished as I could possibly do it, ready for sale. What I'm going to do now is basically the same thing, but I want to add some flair, something that perhaps not everybody else will do, can do, want to do. I'm going to add something that is going to set this guitar apart. The way I intend to do that is by roping my dad in. So hi Papa, if you're watching, if you're hearing this for the first time, then apologies, but I'm going to ask you to do some teaching for me. So my dad, he's an engineer who's turned his attentions to building beautifully inlaid with geometric patterned boxes like this one. This is one of his. And you can get a magnifying glass out, you won't see a gap between any of those pieces. He's got the process of making these down to an absolute art form. So I'm going to ask him if he will impart some of his knowledge on how to make these to me. It'll have to be an online affair because he lives in Lanzarote. If I think I can achieve close to that with the tools I have in this workshop, then that's what I'm going to do. I'll make a few samples up and go from there. And I'll incorporate it somehow in my build. And that could be exciting. So that's my plan. I don't have any more of a design idea in my head at the moment. That'll come in the next episode, which will be next week, hopefully. So there'll be 6 videos detailing, or maximum of 6 videos detailing how I go about making this guitar, which I'll share with you online, and then a final wrap-up video, how I made it, and off we go. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. There. If you're interested in the Great Guitar Build-Off, check out the website. It's greatguitarbuildoff.com, I think. Check it out. And if you want to follow me on this build series along with loads of other builders, you can see them all on there, then that would be cool. Yeah, it should be exciting, should be good fun. I'm gonna do a little summary of how I got to this stage now. If you saw the last video, you've seen it already. I'm gonna summarize it and put it into a quick video to add to this intro. Hello people, we are finally, as promised, going to start cutting into this beautiful piece of flame maple, and we're going to make a guitar neck, an electric guitar neck out of this. So first things first, cut this to width and save the offcut for the next project. Short story long. Okay, I've mentioned scarf joint. The way I'm going to do that is cut my 14-degree angle. Boom, that's the first cut. Now I'm going to turn this piece into my headstock. Cut that to thickness. So let's say this is the 12mm thick headstock piece. Quite a few popular guitar brands seem to do it. They bring that piece up and over. You got a really nice big surface area to glue to here. And then once you've got the fretboard on, you're almost reinforcing that joint again as you glue up the fretboard to the top. Well, that's promising. This to get out my number 4 plane. This is a Stanley that I refurbished, sort of flattened the sole a little bit and just put a sharp edge on it. Piece that's going to go on top like that. Okay, we're about ready to glue up this scarf joint. I said it's a little bit different to some glue ups. You've got to think about it. Ideally, I'd have a jig made up for this. But I've just been too busy doing other things and making other jigs. So you can't have a jig for everything straight away, otherwise you'll never get the blooming thing built. So here we are, building the thing. Yeah, so this is what I've done for a temporary jig. I've got these 2 clamps sort of trapping side to side. It doesn't have to be super tight. The main thing is this piece of wood underneath that they're clamping. It stops this piece here from shifting forward when you try and glue up. Well, I'm doing quite a heavy glue. You can see just a small gap here on the corner. That said, a lot of this portion is going to get cut away with just the profile of the neck. Other than that, pretty good. Pretty good. that's, well, I can check 2 things off the list. Design router sled, build router sled. This is it. So I'm going to set my router up. I'm sort of blown away. It worked. Alrighty then. So what did we achieve over the last 2 days? Quite a bit, really. I think more than I was expecting. I got the neck blank done. It's nice and flat and level, ready for a truss rod slot to be routed in there. That's coming on Monday, so that'll probably be in one of the next videos. So that's good to go. Happy days. Happy with that. The day after that, we made the router sled, which enabled me to flatten this sandwich of mahogany, ready for the body. And I can show you actually what that looks like with the paper template on there. So there we go, that's the telly style body that I'm intending to cut on this. I think I'm going to stick with a fairly classic look. It'll have a lot of differences to it, but look, I mean, there we go. Already, we're rocking away. Idiot. For now, I'm signing off. I hope you enjoyed this one. You want to follow this project through to completion, which I hope you do, then like and subscribe and blah, blah, blah. You know the drill. Yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you next time. Take care.